on, everyone? What's happening? This is the Blaq View. I am Jada Montanaa, and today we have a special guest with us, Kevin Blaq. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all? It's King Kevin Blaq. They call me Young Wizard Kelly. I'm coming from Durham, North Carolina. I'm an artist, a videographer. I'm also a recording engineer based out of Durham, so that's who I am.
All right, Durham. How's your Sunday going?
It's been hectic. I had a concert yesterday in Lenore. It was the I Love New Music Festival. It was hosted by Ski Money. A lot of big names are out there: Brian Dawson, No Limit Larry, some DJs, A&Rs. It was really nice.
Oh,
I got a lot of interviews.
Lovely.
Yeah, we performed. It was great. We turned up. I got a lot of interviews, and then after that, we had like a hotel after party, and it was lit. Okay, so then we went out to the club, and then that was lit. So by the time I laid down, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was about to ask you, what time did you finally go to sleep?
Yeah, it was 4, and I woke up at 8 out of excitement. And that's the thing I noticed about an entrepreneur. It's like when your life is based on you, you want to wake up. It's like, but I noticed that when I had like an actual 9-to-5 job, you got work at 8, it'd be 7:40, and you'd be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but as an entrepreneur, whenever my mind gains consciousness, because everything is based on what I'm doing, it makes me pep up. And even at 8, I'd be getting up like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I was excited even about coming here. So.
That's good. You got to have a why to your self-motivation. You got to have a why. What is your why? What do you grind so hard for?
I grind hard because my perception of life changed. I've always been a deep thinker. When I was coming up, my dad made me watch stuff like The Matrix and movies like The Secret that had to do with intuition and
the law of attraction.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
And the zeitgeist. And so when it comes to why, I've always been spiritual, but my best friend was taken from this earth. He died October 30th of 2019. And he was my best friend, and it hurt me.
Yeah,
it
my
cut me
condolences about that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And him passing away I was having panic attacks. I was thinking about death late at night. My heart was racing off of my thoughts. Hands was getting sweaty, and it made me start grasping, like, you only live once. Like, and when you pass, regardless of whether or not there is something there or not, this won't be here. And are you going to live your life being normal, Kevin? You know what I'm saying? I almost called myself my real name. They call me KJ.
Yeah, you talking to yourself, though, you know? Yeah.
They call me KJ in Durham. It stands for Kevin Jr. I'm a junior. So
okay, Junior.
But that's why, for my best friend that passed away, he told me before he passed, we was having a fake argument. He was like, man, you ain't never gonna put out no music, man. He was like, look, do it for me, bro. He was like, if you put out music and nobody listens to it, I will. And I still didn't put out no music. And then he ended up dying like a couple months after that. So in a car accident, So
I'm so sorry.
Psychologically, the only way my panic attack stopped was when I like mentally snapped and said, yo, you can't be thinking you going to pass because your boy passed. I needed to find a way to vent that energy, so I started actually making music and putting it out. Yeah. And that's how this happened.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. What's his name? Let's shout him out.
Hey, his name was Darius Gerard Allen. His nickname was Ben Judah. He made it up. That was his religion he made up. It was called Ben Judaism.
Okay,
and it was like, it was like, know your common sense. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's really what his concept was. It was basic karma stuff. But he felt like he made his own religion, so we used to call him Judah. Okay. That was his name.
Well, shout out to Judah then.
Yeah, shout out to Judah.
Well, tell me, how did you get the name Kevin Blaq? Where did that come from?
Kevin Blaq came from, it's like similar to Malcolm X. Aside from me being a rapper, I'm into activism, I'm into history, I'm into Black history, and the people that were here before, because of my father, he instilled that in my mind. And just like Malcolm X didn't want to go by his Malcolm Little because of the European history behind, slavery, same to me. I didn't want to go by my actual last name, so I decided to change it to Blaq because I'm just Kevin the Black man, Kevin Blaq. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I am. It's almost like my stand, my rebel towards America, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay, well, I fuck with it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I fuck with the whole concept behind it. You would just hear Black and assume that maybe you just like the color, but I see it's a whole type of historical context built up behind
that. It's a rebel, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like Malcolm X. I'm Kevin Blaq. I'm just a Black man named Kevin, since y'all want to play with our last names and our heritage. You know what I'm saying? So like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, what first got you into music? I know you talked about being inspired by your friend who passed, but what initially got you like first into music? Did it start young? You know, have you always been a rapper? Do you write poetry? Where did that originate from?
When I was young, when I was messing around in my room, when I was like really young, I don't even know exactly what number age I was, but I know what song was out. I had these 2 cassettes, and when I would put one cassette in, it was Bone Thugs and Harmony, but I don't like Bone Thugs and Harmony, but I respect them. But I don't like their tune, but it was Meet Me at the Crossroads.
Hey, I like that.
Meet me at the Crossroads.
Yeah.
But I was just a young kid trying to put in every day, every day, every day. You know, I was just trying to put in music, but I didn't really like it, but that's all I had. And then I had, doom, 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 doom. Welcome to New York, where we don't play. You know that song? I think it's Welcome to Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Those 2 songs started me to get into rap. And my first rap was, my name is KJ and I don't play, and I get money like every day, and you get your clothes from Pick and Pay. That was my first line. Yeah, I still remember it. And my rap name was Remix, REEMIX, because I felt like I could make a remix to every song. So that was my little boy name.
How many names have you had? I know like artists can go through a season of changing your name, you know. How many names, rap names have you had thus far before you settled at Kevin Blaq?
I have many aliases now, you know what I'm saying? But before I settled with Kevin Blaq being my main rap name, it was just Remix, and then it was, at one point I tried King Blizzard. And what King Blizzard was a derivative from Wu-Tang. I was trying to do like RZA, Jizza, and because I was Kevin Blaq, I was trying to do Blizzard, like BLZA. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, all right, we're just gonna have to stick with Kevin Blaq, that's too much. Then once I gained maturity, and then other than that, I call myself Young Wizard Kelly. Because of the Proud Family. It was one of my favorite cartoons, and I'm an entrepreneur, and one of the things that inspired me about the Proud Family was the fact that Wizard Kelly, if you guys remember, Wizard Kelly would pop up every episode trying to sell something. And everything had to do with Wizard Kelly. So if you at the bowling alley, it was Wizard Kelly bowling. It was Wizard Kelly this and that.
He owned everything.
He owned everything.
Never saw his face neither.
Never seen his face.
Never seen his face.
That's what I like. My friends call me Wizard Kelly because I take it serious. I embody myself with that. They call me the Wizard because I could record myself. I make my own music. I record others. I'm also practicing videography. I'm getting into that.
That's what's up.
I want to be a radio host or a talk show host myself. And I'm into movies, being a director, which is into videography also, but I also want to get into cinematography myself, and that's why I'm the Wizard, because I do
explain cinematography just a little bit for me. Like, what is that? What is that?
Well, I feel like videography is like a broad
like
spectrum.
Music videos type of thing.
You know what I'm saying? But of course, making movies is a form of videography, but it's like I feel like cinematography is when I'm doing short films. Maybe movies and things like that. I love watching movies. So that's why they call me Wizard Kelly, and that's one of my other nicknames. And then another little funny nickname I got is the Flying Dutchman, because I'm always popping up with the green. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little radio host spiel that I say all the time. So,
well, you was going to expose your real name here, just right here in the beginning. So would you say that Kevin Blaq is more so your alter ego? Are they separate? Is who you are in like your original, you know, your name, is that different than Kevin Blaq?
No,
you get what I'm saying?
Kevin Blaq is only who I am. Yeah, the only time I acknowledge my actual name is when I go inside a government office, and then I psychologically tell myself that this is the name that you're just gonna, you know what I'm saying, communicate with them with. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am type of concept, just like Kunta Kinte. You know what I'm saying? I might say Toby, but I know I'm Kunta. You feel me? So,
okay. Yeah, because see, like, my name is Jada, and they call me Jada Montanaa. I was born in Montana. So, but Montana, I feel like that's my alter ego. So Jada and Montana are two totally different people. Now, sometimes you'll get Jada that's the sweet, you know, nice, educated girl. Montana's my ratchet.
So, that's the
so
turn
they're two different people.
That's the attitude.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I like that, Montana. Okay, so who are we talking to right now, Jada or Montana?
So right now we're combining them just a little bit. It just depending on what the conversation looks like. Montana might pop out at you. Right now I'm Jada though.
Okay, so to answer that though, I do have two alter egos. One alter ego, and I'm Kevin Blaq at all times unless I'm Wizard Kelly. That is my other self, and I always say that Wizard Kelly is my business self. Like right now, I'm being Wizard Kelly speaking for Kevin Blaq. If we're talking alter ego.
There you go.
You know
okay,
what I mean?
then.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's what's up.
Right.
Now, how would you describe your sound and your creative process when it comes to music?
My sound. That's a good question. I do multiple sounds, and I feel like I do them really well. I do trap metal, which is like trap music mixed with rock and roll. I also like to do hip hop, which is like normal rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like from like 90s era up until early 2000s type of rap. And I do current trap music myself now. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
So that's like my sound. I rap in different patterns, different ways. Sometimes I'm singing, sometimes I'm mumble rapping, sometimes I'm actual MC rapping. I think it's an art, so I study it. So to answer your question, I'm very versatile.
Yeah.
Hence the Wizard Kelly again.
Yeah, and I actually, I just recently listened to your Tamale tape. So that's gonna be that album. I did.
Okay,
I
that's
did.
what's up. That was my first tape.
I could tell the diversity in there because it does come with a lot of different sounds. We're gonna talk about that too. But what would you say is your favorite song off that album?
Off of the Tamale tape?
Yep.
It was probably the first one, So Silly.
Yeah, you know what? So we'll talk about that. So I want to talk about the super mode one, right?
Oh, okay.
Because you was certainly talking your shit. So that was a certain mode that puts you in a different type of mood. That was definitely like one of those talk shit songs, right?
Yeah.
That whole what is it? Let's see that bitch get on your knees.
Yeah,
roll my weave and lick my nuts up.
Yeah, I've been in the cut. I'm on super mode.
Hey.
Pussy toting around a gun, but won't shoot it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life is a lot more raw than me sitting right here. Even me speaking so professionally, like I do similarly live like a rock star, I don't care type of lifestyle outside of here. So the music, the energy that I'm speaking from, whatever you thinking that may I be talking about is really what's going on. So when I'm talking about super mode, I'm in a rage. And when I'm talking about pussy tote around a gun but won't shoot it though, and I'm talking about the girl, at that time I was just I was angry and I was mad at a dude and people that I had, street conflicts with, pussy tote around the gun, and I happened to be going through girl trouble at the time. It's just keep it real shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I just let it out how it comes, and that's where super mode came from. I was like, I'm tired of this shit. So that was a talk shit song. Then that So Silly was a talk shit song. Let me tell you which one of the lyrics that resonated with me the most was the I'm so silly, right? I play broke, but I'm racked up. Yeah. That is when I tell you that is the key to having some goddamn money. Yeah. That's what you have to do. Yes, man. Is that something that you follow, or you just talking shit on that song? Yeah, my boys know, my people know that I don't boast when I do have money.
Facts. I
don't never I never throw a money spread or try to wear a whole bunch of like shoes and stuff out unless I'm going out for a certain reason. I believe in like Confucianism, not to go off subject, believes in having half what you want, but live half modest. You know what I'm saying? So I say I'm so silly. I play broke, but I'm guapped up really. Yeah. I won't stop till I top 4 million. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like unless it's necessary, you have no reason to spend large amounts of money on things where people that save their money to get there are reaping from you from. If you get what I'm trying to say.
I do.
When people are, boasting about having a Louis Vuitton bag and you're dropping 300 of your dollars, but they actually did what they had, whether it was privilege or not, they did what they had to do to become a company to rake that money. You know what I'm saying? So why would I don't understand why people like to become, what do you call consumers or buyers and not sellers. Yeah. So that's what So Silly comes from. That's why it has that opera music. It stood for me standing up for myself as a hustler. That's what So Silly comes from. I'm so silly. I play broke, but I'm guapped up really. Play broke.
Yeah, but that's what's up though, because that is the key to saving some money. That is definitely something that I certainly live by. My friends will tell you right now, I'm not broke, right? But if you ask me if I got it, I don't. Yeah. I ain't got it. Right. Okay. But yes, that was one of those talk shit songs. And then I noticed that the sound changed, right? When we got to that Body in the Lake. I could tell that was definitely one of your more emotional songs. I could tell it was a lot of emotion on that song. I could tell it was about a woman. Yeah. So I know you was a little bit in your feelings on that one. So I know I'm tripping for staying, but should I stay? That I had some dreams of putting you in the range. Now she fucked up for real with that one. I don't know who this biddy is, but you know.
All right, so what Body in the Lake was about real quick, because this one was real. Body in the Lake was about how I had a crush on this girl, and this girl, like, she kept, like, we started off really good as like best friends. We was getting along. When she realized that I was like super smart, she started backing away from me because I started catching little things, but I wouldn't care. So for example, like, it'd be little stuff, y'all. Like, let's say you laying with the girl and the text pop up and the text got like hearts on it, and you like, Ma, and I'll just mess around. I'll be like, Ma, your boo calling. And then she'd be like, it's not my boo. And I'd be like, Ma, you're good. You can have a boo.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? We're only talking right now. You know what I'm saying? And then basically, long story short, she ended up like straying away from me. Long story short, she had a boyfriend the whole time.
Ooh.
And but at first she was lying to me about having the boyfriend, and I kept telling her, yo, if you keep fucking with me, here comes the song now. I was like, I'm gonna disappear, bro. And I was like, you ain't gonna be able to fucking find me. You keep playing me like a dumbass. And that's where I was like, I know I'm crazy for staying, but shit, I stayed. I had dreams of putting you in the range, because by the time you find me, they're gonna have to call a search party like there's a body in the lake or some shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how ghost I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you the metaphor behind the body in the lake, because I got the lyrics of the song. I understood it was about a woman. I understood there was some disloyalty there. I understood there was some pain there, but the body in the lake and the search for me. So now I get where you're going with it. Like, so when she come looking for you, she can't find you.
You see, I'm
mad
right
they're gonna
now.
have to send a search party.
That's what I was saying. That's how serious I was. I was like,
yeah.
they're gonna have to send a search party like they trying to find a body in the lake. That's how ghost I'm gonna be from you. You know what I'm saying? If you keep on playing with my emotions. So that's what that was about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'm crazy for staying, but shit, I stayed because even when she told me she had a boyfriend, I continued to, you know what I'm saying, like players do, I continued to mess with her, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, I didn't have, you know, self-pride to recognize that I wasn't, you know, kinging by, you know what I'm saying, granting her my energy, you know, while she got, you know what I'm saying, a dude.
Right.
So.
And then look, let me ask you this now. Are you the type of person that, do you peep red flags? I'm sure in a situation like that, now there was some red flags that was present. And that, are you the type of person that you peep red flags, you see them, you know like, okay, let me fall back with this, right? Or are you the type of person that is like, once you're attached, it's like...
Yeah, well, in this circumstance, I absolutely peeped the red flags. But because she was different because she penetrated my mind by having the best friend relationship, because in order for her to get, regardless of whether or not we was actually best friends, we were close. And
so
when
you could trust her, it was different.
Right, and because I'm a mentalist, for her to even get in, you know, to my trust circle, my heart kind of opened up to her, you feel what I'm saying? So, no, I don't be getting like stuck on the situations, but for that, it was different because she kind of got to me, you know what I'm saying? So that's why she, you know, slipped through the cracks and kind of F me up, made me make an album called The Heartbreaker. Like,
you know, I mean, that body in the lake now, and then even in the end, the repetition of the how much pain can I take? You know, I felt that. I was like, I felt that.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, this shit crap.
Yeah,
I never felt like this because I was supposed to be.
I could feel it. I could feel it.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm usually single. I'm usually the big dog.
Yeah, I done thought about
like,
the niggas that did me wrong.
Yeah, yo, I'm usually the one big dog. And so for her to do me like, it was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. It was because she was one of my close friends, and that I felt like her mind was equal to my mind, that I granted her, you know, and I started getting, what do you call, vulnerable. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That being vulnerable is a scary thing, you know, because, I mean, people can just, they switch up, you know. 1 minute they're this person. People are not really who they present themselves to be. It takes a while to really get to know a person. Like, I feel like, now, in my personal opinion, I feel like in order for you to really know who a person is, you have to go through things. You have to watch them go through things. You need to see what it look like, how they react when they're broke, okay? You need to see how they act or react when they get some money. You need to see how they act and react when they've suffered a loss, like in their life, when they've, you know, like had some failures. Like when you have been with the person through all that, that's when you really know when somebody is those like life-changing things. You never know. And it could be years before somebody suffer a loss, or it could be years before somebody lose money or come up on some
money. Catch what you can. I get what you're saying. Gather information.
People change based on their circumstances is how I feel sometimes.
Yo,
yeah.
I ain't gonna keep going.
Right. But speaking of that, now, because that was an emotional song, like how do you feel like writing music, going through what you're going through, or your emotions help as far as writing music, or how important is that to be in the mode to, you get what I'm saying? Like, how, depending on what you're going through right now, how does that help to push you to write music or inspire you to do the music? Okay,
and I'll tell you, because everybody's different. I done met artists that feel like they write the best music when they ain't got shit and they just fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I can't make music unless my mind has a strong belief in a certain direction. So for example, if I'm in a good mood in life and I'm confident in life and I feel like I got stuff on point and things are on the up and up, my brain be making songs like a fun kid do. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, when you're young and you look, I know this piss you off. Check this. Excuse me, I apologize.
No, you're good.
Like, you know when a kid get $100 and then they come in the living room and they be like, I got $100.
Yeah, they bragging.
You be like,
give me that. Right, give me that motherfucking 100.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I wake up when I'm in a good mood in life and I be like, I'm getting racks. Yeah, I'm getting racks. Yeah, these niggas cat. Yeah, these niggas cat. Yeah, you need to relax. Nigga, get back. I get them racks. Nigga, get back. Whoa, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then I make a song just because I'm feeling good. But in this circumstance, I made the Heartbreaker album because I was so hurt that my mind was only in that direction. So the songs that I would harmonize when I'm waking up in the morning, because I was so hurt, instead of happy songs, I'm thinking of fucked up songs. Yeah. I'm thinking of sad melodies. I'm up in the morning like body in the leg. I'm sad, body in the goddamn leg. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So word up. And that's what it is. My music does go to my emotions, but I can't make music when my responsibilities are fucked up.
So explain.
Yeah. When if my responsibilities, like, I can't describe it, like, I think
responsibilities meaning like your bills paid, meaning like, do you have kids?
Like, yeah, if my life is intact, like, okay, like aside from the Wizard Kelly stuff, like as just Kevin Blaq, I can't describe like my real life. As long as my real life is intact, I can make music. But if my real life is like stunted, as far as like if I'm not making money, if I'm having a money issue, or if I'm like about to lose something or someone, my brain can't create music. You feel me?
It's like a blockage.
Yes. Yeah. So my spirit does not make music when I am in a serious mode of something being lost. But when I'm sad, it'll make music, and when I'm really happy, it'll make music, but not when I'm serious about something that's like real shit. I'm like, man, F music. I can't even think about music. You get my point.
I do. So
I know how to separate real life and music. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying. I get exactly what you mean. So your music is definitely, though, driven by emotions, for the most part, circumstantial.
Man. Yes, man. Until shit get real, then I don't music. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that Cook It Up, right? Now that's definitely a bop.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I fuck with that one. I can actually see them making a TikTok little video dance to that one. For real. It has that type of tone to it, that type of sound. Some type of pop slide. That type of flow to it. Who was the feature again on that song? I think it was Godzilla.
Godzilla One Son.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Godzilla One Son is my right hand. That's like my best friend.
Okay.
His name is Godzilla One Son because he Godzilla for his friends. He don't be playing. He Godzilla. If he's serious about a real life street situation, he done came through and
he gonna ride for you.
He done did some gangster TV shit, okay? And what does Godzilla do when he come through the city? He be wreaking havoc. And that's why Godzilla that's his name, okay? But we call him One Son for short. And One Son is double meaning because he's the only son in his family. And then he only has one son himself.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's why he's Godzilla One Son. And he's a great personality. That's my boy. And he's a beast. That's my boy. That's why I'm speaking for him so, like, greatly. That's why he on my music. Like,
I was going to ask, how often do y'all make music together? I thought that was a very good feature. I thought your flow was good. I thought his flow was good. How often do y'all collaborate? I
mean, he's really a full-time gangster. Like, but he's my best friend.
I feel what you're saying.
But he always there. But, like, he is a real artist. But he's modest. But he not shy. Like, he be like, man, it's about you, Kevin, man. It's about you. I'm like,
he ain't like pressured to be like famous. He don't really care about the spotlight like you do.
But he really be there for my performances, have my back, and he'll get on the track, and he wants to write and be on, like, but he's just really a
he
real
low
gangster.
Key.
Yeah, he really be doing that. So he'll get up on the track and bust it down, but he would even be here right now if I told him to, but I told him he was good. I ain't need him. Yeah, so that's Godzilla. That's who the future is.
That's what's up. And speaking of TikTok, how do you feel that the internet has like impacted the music business? Like, how would you say, how important do you feel like it is the internet plays when it comes to promotion and all of those things?
I mean, I thank God for the internet, to be honest, especially during COVID. COVID, keeping things from being out in real life, like concerts and things like that, definitely caused a spike, in the internet activity with music. And the internet is a great way now. It's changed, you know what I'm saying? It's like a person can become viral or famous from their living room if they have the right methods. It's happened all the time, and this is something that's just happened in the past 5 years in our technology world, as far as people could sit in their couch, go, throw something up, do some stupid shit, and get 100K, you know what I'm saying? Or, so the internet is super strong. It's a weapon, but the internet is definite and it's unforgiving. Once that mofo fly through the internet's waves.
Look, they've been canceling niggas since, like, hey, look, you get canceled quick on the internet now.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is with that, man. And the internet has definitely impacted us in a good way.
Yeah.
I be telling people don't realize the internet really just started. Like, I think it was 1998 when www came out, if I'm not mistaken, or it might have been 95, one of the two. It was 95, 7, or 8, don't quote me, but it's one of them three, children. Y'all look that up. When the www came out, we can look that information up. And I'm just telling you, it's advanced so far from when I was little, when you used to make weird noises when you were on the internet. Y'all remember when you used to have to be on the phone or the internet, one of the two?
Yeah, because the little dial up.
Yeah. So we came a long way, man. So that's all.
So the way that I feel sometimes when it comes to the internet, when it comes to Instagram, Twitter, those things, as far as music goes, sometimes I feel like it can be, it's a good thing, right? It's an amazing thing because it connects you to millions of people as far as promotion goes. But then I started feeling like, I feel like music has turned more about popularity instead of actual talent. Because you can have hella followers and stuff, but you're not that great, right? But your fan base is big, so you can pop and niggas will fuck with you. So I feel like internet has increased promotion, right? But I also feel like it's definitely taken some talent out of rap, and niggas who can really rap are not being discovered. Sad. It's like popularity at this point. It's like, do you have fans? Are you entertainable? Like, I don't know if that's a word, but can you entertain? Content. I feel like it's really content driven and things like that.
Yeah, it is. That's true, to be honest with you, and it's a sad circumstance, just being 100% real. I've seen circumstances where people that just got mad respect in the streets or mad respect in their community could just come out with a song, and because they got so much backing, but it shows the formula though. And what I'm speaking for is, yes, this is a popularity contest, which is sad. But going against the grain of the culture won't work, when you just try to do it definitely. You have to meet it halfway, you know what I'm saying? And by using the tools of the popular people against them. So, for example, and it's not like nothing against popular people, but I'm speaking for the people that are trying to be seen and that are being overshadowed by popular people. It takes community, and I ain't even trying to be corny. It takes community. If you have, even just 10 people inside of your videos or at your functions or stuff like that at the time, it shows more respect even when you post your video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the popularity thing only happened because popular people have influenced people to influence other people to follow a person because they're following them.
Yeah.
It's a mental concept. And what's sad is there's people that you guys know and have conversations with that you think are intelligent that are robotic followers of other people. You know what I'm saying? There's people you and I both know that follow other people just because they were told to. So the way to beat that is community, and it has to be viral. When you get your 10th person, each 10 people should reach out to one person. And if they could get 10 people should be able to reach out to one person to get 20 people to believe in a conglomerate like that.
Absolutely.
And the rare instances where that happens, those are the people that pop. What's sad is it seems like people in the streets know how to do that more when it's their people though. If you notice, like people in the hood, they ain't looking out for everybody, but they push behind one artist so good with support that they mess around and pop. That's all it takes is money and support. These people don't have enough money to get these interviews and stuff like that. They're getting support from their friends. Let's say it's $500 to perform at a performance. If you have a team of 10, everybody could just put in $50. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And I don't even know if I just added that correctly, and it probably
Look,
not, but you get my point.
Right.
It'll be a small fraction if everybody put it in, and then that person would be put in front of the baby, for example, and and then the person that has no support that's sitting over in Kinston, by itself with no support won't be able to get out there. So all in all, you need a team, and you have to come together, and don't be afraid to put the dollar together to get where you got to go, because you got to pay to play.
The thing about the team, though, I want to just say this, because one thing that I do know and notice is when we talk about the community, when we talk about, standing behind an artist, it's like it's what I feel like is it's a lot of hating. It's a lot of hating going on, right? So it's like let's say I don't want to speak about you and your friend directly, but a lot of times when you are a rapper, underground rapper, you hang around people who also rap, right? Y'all grew up doing that. Y'all do the same thing. One person could pop harder than the next person, and it's always some hating shit going on, I feel like. So even if the community could push like that, and granted, there are some solid people in your circle, you know what I mean? You always got some that are solid, but I feel like the more popular or the more that you begin to, people begin to see you grow, the less likely they want to be a part of that. For some reason, if we notice when rappers die, right? If we notice that when rappers die, don't they always die in their city? You get what I'm saying? It's some hate. It's always some hating shit in your community. Niggas all over the world can love you, but the niggas you grew up with, why they don't want to see you do good? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand what you're saying, and I'm definitely. I want you guys to know, and people from my city are probably like going crazy right now, because that is really the story of my life. I've tried to create teams multiple times. That's the type of spirit that I have, I guess. I'm like a village chief type of guy. But yes, ma'am, I have been betrayed. I've been talked about behind my back by the people that were around me, in my history. You know what I'm saying? Right now I got a pretty solid team, so we're good. But in my past and in my recent past, I've had people betray me, go behind me, try to undermine me. I've had people try to LLC behind me, things that I created. And I can't believe that I be going through movie shit. That's what my people know. That's my favorite quote. It's called movie shit. When you be going through shit you wouldn't believe what happened, you only seen it in a movie.
Right.
Like, yes, ma'am. So I know, and it's very dangerous. But I'm gonna say something. That is the risk that you take as a leader. Because to create a team, you have to risk, and you can die like that. You can die, you can be injured, you can get financially crippled
all
for life.
All the greatest leaders in histories have died.
Right.
Based off leading and shit.
And trying to do team, and that's the risk. That is the risk that you take. That's one of the risks that you take when they say wisdom comes with a price and ignorance is bliss. When you don't know shit, everything's happy and hunky-dory. Wisdom, when you have knowledge, it comes with a price. You start being stressed the fuck out. And being a leader is very stressful on God. I want you to know that. Dealing with different people, egos, complaining, trying not to get mad at certain people, balancing things out.
The patience you have to have is
things like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, absolutely. And just to also add, I think when it comes to having a solid team, solidifying a team, having partners that really fuck with you and back it up. The partner that you just described, the one that will rap and shit, but he's pretty low key. I feel like those be the type of niggas that do provide genuine support. I feel like when it's two niggas really trying to be in the spotlight, you feel me? Even if y'all cool, I feel like it really causes just friction, because if one person is doing better than the other, it's like, damn, why you ain't put me on yet, you know? But it's like, damn, let me get on, and then let me put you on, like, you know what I'm saying?
We've had that. My manager's over there. We've had that. We've had that, So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
If I could change anything about the music industry, I would say the materialistic choosing of who's elite. You know, I hate it, like the Grammy situation, or even just choosing different stars and picking them just because of materialistic reason. Like I've been watching it happen. I wish more people could get brought into the main limelight for speaking on activism, like Toby Maguire, the African guy that does the "Try Jesus, Don't Try Me." Do you know that guy? You don't know that guy?
I feel ashamed to admit that. I feel like I should the way
well, I just feel like a lot of, if I could change one thing about music, it would be I want the underground artists to have a main platform to be seen all over the world so that they can have an equal plane for everybody to be seen at once so that we could really choose who we want to be a fan of.
I agree.
Because every time my YouTube goes on automatic play, it plays somebody like Drake and who's already got 1 billion plays. And I love Drake. Nothing's wrong with playing Drake. I love Drake. But I'm saying, other people aren't even getting exposure because the automatic settings are like going to Future when they already got 2 billion plays.
I get what you're saying.
You feel me? So that's what I would like.
Okay, that's what's up then. Who would you say are the 3 people who have been most influential to you in your music career?
The 3 people who's been most influential to me in my music career has probably been my brother that passed away, Judah, and my mom.
All right,
shout out to my mom. Her name is coincidentally Vanessa. I almost said my last name. I can't do it. Yeah. Shout out to my
Miss Vanessa Blaq.
Yeah, Miss Vanessa Blaq. Yeah, okay. And then the last biggest influence in my career, I would say, is probably my sister. You know what I'm saying? My little sister. She got my back. My family.
They're your biggest fans?
I would say they are. I got some pretty big fans, but no, they are. You know why? Because they're my biggest fans spiritually, so that counts for the music too.
Absolutely.
And they were there with me before I was thinking about music. When I was crying and getting popped in the mouth and looking embarrassed and getting my hand picked up by my daddy for talking to my mama crazy, like they was there. So that's why I love them so deep. Yeah, they my biggest influences because I want to save them from being normal. I want all of us to have a crazy, great ass vacation ass life. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. And would you say that you create music for yourself or do you do it for your fans?
I think that I create music for myself, but it's for my fans because it's for myself and my fans, right? I create music for myself because I want my fans to consider my methodology. Yeah. I want my fans to consider my music. That's all.
So let me ask you that. If nobody never heard your music, right? Would you still make it?
I've been making it, yep. Okay. I've been making my music this whole time, and my friends were getting on me like Judah for not releasing it. Yeah, so I've been making
So music is more so inside you, right? Like that's more so for yourself though, but you got fans, so that's what's up.
I have fans, that's what's up. So I hope to God that I can spread it amongst the world because I just want to put North Carolina on for its importance. I want to put on the Blaq View to get more interviews. I want to put on entrepreneurs around Durham, and that's what I want to be known for. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, because he just inspired me within that second. Because this is the type of stuff that he would like. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to everyone that passed away on our walk of life. I'm just trying to be equal. I don't want to leave nobody out. And I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know we're on the way out, but you know.
Well, real quick, what is one message that you would give to your fans?
Okay. One message you want to give to your fans: do what you going to do, and don't worry about being cool, because do what you want to do, and then the people that accept you while you're being you, those are the people you want to fuck with. Those are the people that's going to jump with you in videos. Anybody that kicks back or looks weird against something that you're passionate in, move away from them, because those are people that can make you feel less than you are. You feel me? All of life is a mental game. Ignorance is bliss and wisdom comes with a price. When you don't know nothing, your life is happy. But when you learn information, it comes with a price. Responsibility and taking accountability for your mindset. So from this day forward, y'all, COVID just happened. You cannot be alive right now. When you breathe in and you touch your chest, it can stop at any moment, yo. Just be you. Have fun. If you quiet, be quiet. If you want to be loud, be loud. If you want to go on vacation, be on vacation. If you want to ask that girl on a date, let your adrenaline pump and do it. Let's push. And let the people that accept you, because that's how I rock, and my life is very fun. I be around beautiful people, beautiful women, dudes that got my back right now. I be having crazy interviews like this one, different hotels, different states, man, all because I believe in my heart, and I don't let nobody, like, when I see people look at me funny, I just go the other way. Yeah. You know, because there's people that might think Kevin Blaq is whack, but I stay around the people that think Kevin Blaq is awesome and a rock star.
Absolutely. You know it is. Who you put yourself around definitely affects your mood. It affects your productivity. And it affects everything like about you, what you put out. I agree with that.
Thank you.
And just real quick, last question. Just tell our listeners where they can connect with you online and what's next.
Okay. Follow me on Instagram, because this is the platform that I'm trying to grow the most. Follow me on Instagram at Kevin Blaq Show. because that's where I embody my life. That's where my music goes. That's where my vlog goes. That's where my random moments in life goes. I got memes up there, people falling. It'd be funny. You know what I'm saying? Look up Kevin Blaq Show. That's where you should follow me. And what's coming up next? Look me up on all music platforms at Kevin Blaq, especially Apple Music. Spotify needs some plays, so go ahead and hit that up. Trap Kevin Blaq is the music that you can look up if you want to hear some gangster music. Tamale Tape is just like basically hip hop of this era. And then one of my favorite tapes right now, well, this is an album, not a tape. My album was called The Heartbreaker, and that's the one with me holding the guitar. That's my rock and roll album. But coming up on 420 is Trap Kevin Blaq 3. And that's the music that I've been making right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and it's coming out in just like 2 days. So on 420, it'll come out, and it's really hard music. I'm talking about pianos, organs, bass. 2 is better than 1. Hey, all these niggas, they my sons. Hey, try me, I'm pulling my gun. Coming Forrest Gump, you better run. Hey, 2 is better than 1. 2 is better than 1. Okay, So that's coming out on 420. Yeah, Trap Kevin Blaq 3, y'all. That's what we got coming up next. Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna look forward to that, and that is gonna conclude our interview with Kevin Blaq. Thank you so much for coming out and talking to us at the Black View. Any last closing statements?
Charlotte is great. I love Charlotte. I'm actually going to be in Charlotte for the rest of the night, and I'm going to go and have some drinks, and we're going to have some wings, burgers. Love you guys. I appreciate it. Network, don't be afraid to hit me up. We all human. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. It's the Black View. Later.